Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Taj of All Trades, and today I'm going to talk to you a bit about why I decided to cut off all of my hair, what I felt after I did it, and also just offer some words of support at the end for those of you thinking about doing it. Alright, so why I decided to cut off all of my hair. Well, cutting off all of my hair was not something that, I just thought of recently. It was something that I had been thinking about for over 10 years, actually. And recently I'd been to a meditation retreat. And when I was there, the more I meditated, the more this deep desire and this deep longing to cut off all of my hair kept resurfacing. And, once I was back from the retreat, I went back and forth a little bit because, I was very attached to my hair and I didn't want to lose it all. But, the more I meditated, the more I felt like it was the right time and it was the right move for this phase of my life and for this next chapter, and that I really should do it. So after I spoke to my mom and reassured her, naturally, because she was very worried, because having like thick, long hair that is really silky is very prized in my culture, and it's something that is an ideal in terms of like beauty. As a little girl, like I wasn't really allowed to cut my hair like even this short. So for me, it was, I suppose for my family, it was like a big deal. But once I reassured my mom, I was like ready to go ahead with it, and she was like wondering if something had happened and if this was just like a reaction to like, me experiencing some turbulence in my life. And I was like, no, not at all, like truly, like nothing has happened, and it's just something that I really have been feeling like doing. So the day I spoke to her, I cut off all my hair on my own in my bathroom with a pair of scissors, and I did it on my own because it was very personal to me. I don't think I would have appreciated someone else cutting off all my hair. I think I would have even cried if someone else did it. But doing it myself was absolutely wonderful. I felt great. I instantly felt so liberated and so free and so at one with my being. And it was absolutely wonderful. And the next day I went to a hair salon to get a cut because I did a pretty hack job of cutting it off all on my own with a pair of scissors. And it was really great, as I was cutting my hair, and soon after I had so many realizations. I realized the root of this deep desire, like what even sparked this desire in me to want to cut off all my hair. And it was a situation that I experienced when I was very young. It's something that I'm not comfortable sharing, but it really made me want to, I suppose, like have more ownership over my own body. And as I cut off all my hair, I felt so wonderful. I felt like I was claiming my power back, and it was my body, and I could do what I chose to do with it. And it was so freeing. It felt like this weight was off my shoulders. It almost instantly also, addressed my fear head on, because what's been happening for the past 2 years is I've been losing a lot of hair, and I actually have like a number of bald spots in my head as well. And recently I went back home for a wedding, and my family hadn't seen me in 2 years, and they were very shocked at how much hair I had lost in those 2 years. And in like all the wedding pictures, actually, like like, you know, if there's the back of my head's there, you can see like bald spots and stuff, and I was getting so worried. I was like panicking. I was taking all of these supplements. I was trying to oil my hair, and I was like really worried. Like, what if I lose all my hair and go bald? So, you know, there was no better way to address this fear than to meet it head on, and cut off all my hair, and just realize, like, you know what? I don't need hair to look beautiful. I don't need hair to feel like a human being or to feel like a woman. Like, it was such a revelation. Like, this process was so transformational to my soul. Like, it really challenged and completely annihilated my ideas of what makes a woman beautiful. It destroyed all these social norms and all these cultural norms, you know, around beauty for me. Like, it completely just annihilated them. And I just realized I feel so feminine still, even though my whole life I've been told that I need to have long, beautiful hair to feel feminine. And, you know, doing this also allowed me to let go of this attachment I've had to my hair my whole life, you know? Like, there were times I went to the hair salon to get a haircut, but I would tell the stylist, like, don't even cut an inch off. Like, but give me a haircut. Because I didn't even want to lose an inch off my hair. And you know, it was really time to let go of that attachment to my hair, and realize that it's not necessary. I mean, sure, it's nice to have nice hair, but it's not necessary. And it felt absolutely wonderful. It also gave me the chance to, you know, explore my masculine side a little bit, right? You know, any human being is made of a man and a woman, and you like it or not, you have both energies in you. And it really allowed me to experiment with a more androgynous look and really feel like a whole in a way, you know. And it was a change that I really needed, because now I looked in the mirror and I saw myself. Like, for the first time I was seeing like my whole face and my head and like the shape of my head without like my hair masking anything. And I felt so much more confident. Like, not the kind of confidence that's like superficial, you know, that is like brought on by like just like wearing pretty clothes, or like having like a full face done and full hair done and like looking photo shoot ready, you know. It was like a really deep inner confidence, like, that I'm gonna be okay, I'm okay, like, I'm good, you know. It was like very like steady. I felt like in touch with that when I cut off all my hair. And it gave me it just changed my perception on how I saw myself. Like, now I feel like the way I look at myself in the mirror, it's more like realistic. You know, my self-image is more based in reality, and it's different now, and I love it. You know, it gave me so much joy. Like, it was so liberating and so freeing. Like, I was smiling and laughing for days. And even now, like, even though it's been a few weeks, sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel so good. Like, I feel great. You know, I know that I don't need hair to look beautiful. I don't need, you know, to conform to any of these social and cultural norms around beauty to feel beautiful and feel great and feel confident and thrive, you know. So those of you thinking about doing it, honestly, all power to you. Go ahead and do it. If you really feel like this is the right time in your life to do it, go ahead. You will not regret it. It is such a liberating feeling, and you will feel so much joy afterwards. Yeah, it's really powerful and transformative. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me down below, and I'll try my best to answer them. And honestly, best of luck. And yeah, hope you find like love, joy, and happiness in this next chapter of your life. Go ahead, be bold, because you're worth it.